Godzilla vs. Kong official trailer. The red-necked Godzilla at the start of the trailer makes me think it's mechagodzilla wreaking havoc, mechanical skeleton with organic skin grown from the severed Ghidorah head perhaps. Think there's some sneaky misdirection going on here. I'm 1000% with you on that. That explains why he seems smaller too. Little Godzilla is going to be mechagodzilla. The animated prequel, honey. We Shrunk the Godzilla is gonna be awesome. Some ideas I'm getting after the trailer. The unprovoked Godzilla attacks are mechagodzilla with synthetic skin or some speep. The military recruits Kong to beat his ass. Real Godzilla shows up halfway through. Godzilla was tight with Kong's parents during this old war, which is why he just let baby Kong chill out on that island. Godzilla Kong? From Skull Island? Oh, speep, you're Steve and Kathy Kong's boy. Save. Kathy. Why did you say that name? Anyone think it looked like mechagodzilla at the start of the trailer when people are running into the subway? Looks like him on the screen. So who made mechagodzilla? And why? The insurgency guys at the end of King of the Monsters had parts of a King Ghidorah. So maybe they made a biomechanical version of a kaiju/Godzilla. Yep. They had a brain and earlier were shown discovering a skeleton, so it's been theorized they are building a mecha to take on the big lizard. Personally, I like that it seems Kong's axe is made with the blade being one of Godzilla's spikes. Hence why it's absorbing a mouth blast as he leaps. Good call on the axe. Missed that the first time. The colors look better than the last Godzilla film. That neon city shot reminded me of Pacific Rim. That city is Hong Kong BTW. That monster is King Kong BTW. King Kong in Hong Kong. Rumble in the city. Unless my eyes deceived me. I am pretty sure that was mechagodzilla in the first part of the trailer. Yup. The trailers for this franchise. Godzilla gritty military. Kong. Skull Island Apocalypse Now. King of the Monsters operatic existential dread. Godzilla vs King Kong Creed 3. Wheel of Tone turn where it stops nobody knows. I love this cinematic universe. It's stupid but cool as all hell. Godzilla ramming a laser breath down a monster's throat in the first one was fucking awesome. Tons of moments like that in all of the films, and this one looks like it's continuing the trend. I'm so in. Kong wielding a big ass anchor was badass too. I was honestly expecting Kong to lock and loading like Henry Cavill from Mission Impossible. Huge missed opportunity there. That was definitely mechagodzilla in the very beginning. Anyone else notice the red eyes in the smoking for a split second? Heck, I saw Mechag's whole face. If you pause it at the right moment. Monkey with Mjolnir. Monkey with Mjolnir. Monkey with Mjolnir. Reject lizard. Return to monkey. Oh Calling it now. Godzilla is acting all out a character BC, it's actually mechagodzilla. Godzilla is the logical winner. So that means Kong will win. They will fight for a few minutes until a bigger threat comes. Then they'll team up. I'm guessing it could be connected with what Charles Dance's character was teased doing at the end of Cot M. When he buys the severed Ghidorah head. And why Godzilla is now said to be attacking humans when he's very clearly been a sort of protector of humanity in his last two films. Without diving into spoilers, I believe it will be similar to Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2. Honestly, I don't care if the stories are mediocre. Give me as many films about giant monsters hitting each other as you can. For real. Seeing Kong body check Godzilla off a battleship is so stupidly fun. All these people complaining how it looks would not last 5 minutes in a classic Godzilla movie. My inner 9-yo is ready. I'm not kidding when I say I've been waiting for this since I was 8. Was smiling like an absolute idiot watching that trailer. Can't wait for this movie, man. At the very beginning. During the shot when people are taking cover from the dust. At the top right you can see what looks to be mechagodzilla. I'm pretty certain the Godzilla that Kong fights at the beginning will be mechagodzilla in disguise like the original, and that's why he's throwing such a speep fit. It sucks that we'll likely never see this in theaters, which is where kaiju movies are perfect for. I know late this year and next year and going to go be ridiculous with releases. But I also hope movies like this that didn't wait get some sort of release in theaters at some point. This looks so f***ing stupid. I need it right now. Title fight. Godzilla v Kong. On an aircraft carrier. Order the pay-per-view today. Pay for the full seat but you'll only need the edge. There's a child. She's the only he'll communicate with. Please no. King Kong developing a connection with a human female? That sounds familiar. 'Twas beauty killed the beast. It wasn't her. The pavement was his enemy. And the bullets. Bullets. My only weakness. How did you know? This is going to be big and loud and dumb, and it's exactly what I need right now. So pumped. Loving those colors. Also, what the hell is Kong gonna do after he jumps in the water? Swim. Monster scenes. Look great. All human dialogue scenes. Pure cringe. Also, how many f***ing times are jet fighters somehow gonna manage to get destroyed by monsters in these movies? Modern jets fire their munitions several miles away. Yet in these movies they act like the f***ing WW-1 biplanes that had to fly straight over speep and manually throw bombs out the cockpit. There's his tail. Roger that. Flying straight into tail. Yeah. I feel Kong wins, but I'm always going to be rooting for Big G. Oh no, they say he's got to go. Go Godzilla. Although I got nothing against seeing Kong body slam him like he did in the original. This trailer makes it seem the story is pretty Kong-centric. As in, they had to put King Kong in Hong Kong. Jokes aside, all aboard the Godzilla train. I don't even know why they keep trying to pit the king of monsters against an ape. Let them fight. Anyone else notice how they don't show Godzilla landing a lot of hits on Kong? Thinking Godzilla kicks his ass at the end and then sees that he needs Kong to team up against whoever is gonna be the main bad. Yeah. This whole trailer was pretty one-sided towards Kong. Between Godzilla hurting people and Kong running away with a lot of the fighting. I'm hoping it's all to subvert expectations. Take a drink every time someone posts the Save Mothra joke. Anyway, I'm excited. I feel Kong is going pretty unregarded, especially with his size. He's a giant monkey. He's got vast better movement/agility and the use of thumbs on his side. Undefined. Godzilla has opposable thumbs too. Why do people keep using that as a reason? You literally see them in this trailer when Godzilla climbs onto ship. He just has one less finger per hand. I want big meaty titan slapping meat. Godzilla in the middle of neon light building was the best shot ever. Horrible song choice. Not just that. It keeps cutting obnoxiously. Character says one line. Music. Yeah. Movie trailer music is done in like one of three ways now. 1. Stomp. Clap. To badass tune. 2. Rap focused solely around the hook. 3. Single piano notes with escalating drum sounds. Oh yeah, and if it's a horror film then it's some weird string plucking. This looks absolutely ridiculous. Can't wait. Also, Godzilla is probably pissed because Tywin Lannister is building mechagodzilla, right? That's what I'm thinking. Charles Dance's character was never caught. And he's definitely planning something with the severed head of Ghidorah. I'm thinking he's at least partly responsible for why Godzilla is attacking people now and why Monarch don't know why. Seeing as now they've built Godzilla as some sort of protector figure for humans in his last two films. Fighting the Mutos and Ghidorah. Monkey. Does anyone else think Godzilla has greatly scaled down? Mind the scale pun, and Kong is way bigger than before? The scale of the aircraft carrier fight seems way off. Kong should be bigger, but Godzilla shouldn't be 1/3 the size he was previously like he is. I'm thinking that is mechagodzilla in disguise. Kong will win over the smaller mechagodzilla, which will prompt Ghidorah's head to gain control and regenerate, and real Godzilla shows up to help Kong take down the new mechaghidorah. Godzilla is hurting people and we don't know why. Sounds a lot like mechagodzilla. Terrible song choice, but the action looks cool. I want Kong to win. But they'll probably just end up in a tie and fight some bigger threat in a tag team, lol. Hell. They pretty much spoiled it at a toy fair almost 2 years ago. Spoiler for those that don't know, but at 0:03 in the trailer you can clearly see it in the background. Jet Jaguar when Kaiju Infinity War destroy all monsters. Godzilla, Kong, Gamera, Jet Jaguar, and Ultraman team up to fight Destroyer. Excited to watch a big dumb monster movie. But Jesus. Who decided on the music for this trailer? They have a solid soundtrack from the first two and they pick this goofy speep? This is a straight to DVD movie. Perfect for a pandemic. I hope this film spends more time being stupid boxing match fun and less time being self-serious. I'm worried we're not going to get our first match until an hour plus. Just make it excessive and fun. That's all we want. Holy f***ing spoilers. As I suspected. This seems like Big Mom Key movie. Let's not forget that Ghidorah's head is still out there. Wow, this totally my speep. Godzilla got waxed in the trailer. Will they ever fight away from a city? How many more skyscrapers have to be destroyed to watch yet another monster movie? This plot clearly has aliens cause of those flying ships in the background ain't human. In Cot M we got all sorts of weird aircraft. This takes place in the future I think, and humans probably spent a ton of money developing weapons to battle the Titans. Should have went with Gangster's Paradise. My friends. Kong bows to no one. Did Limp Bizkit provide the track? So is the trailer the whole movies? Seems like it. I haven't seen one of these since Skull Island. Is this story a sequel to any of the recent movies? It takes place well after King of the Monsters. I might have to buy a new sound system just for this movie. I want the house to shake. So sad theaters are still closed. Who thinks that Godzilla will be killed by King Kong? And to contain the now unmatched Kong, mechagodzilla will be created to fight it? I was really hoping the trailer song was gonna be Puff Daddy's all-time classic Come With Me. Okay, I know this is pure schlock. I probably won't see it, but I kinda love the idea of making this big loud blockbuster event in the style of today's post-Nolan cinematography style. Like, I want to see Denis Villeneuve direct the sequel to this. Also, can we not use Requiem for soprano, mezzo-soprano, 2 mixed choirs and orchestra in everything? It was perfect in 2001 and that's about it. Although I like when it's used in memes. This movie looks like it's going to be speedballs. The CGI just doesn't look right to me in this trailer. This looks like it will be incredibly dumb but fun and awesome at the same time. Kong bows to no one. Kong is a hobbit. Confirmed. I cheered when they even used the 2001 Ligeti score that was used in the Godzilla 2014 teaser. OMG. This looks like beeping trash. It's gonna be fun. That's all I care about. Not every movie has to be high art. Exactly. I am not enjoying my reptile son Godzilla being made out to be a bad guy here. There is something so fitting and satisfying of watching Godzilla returning to his traditional role of treating the military like how we treat our toy soldiers and tanks. Oof beep. Are they gonna puss out and have it turn out that it's mechagodzilla instead? I will happily take off my movie snob cap and allow my inner 10-year-old to cackle in glee like a madman. This just looks bananas. I will name Kong's punch as Kong Gun now. I forgot Reddit has all the nerds and now I know it's not the real Godzilla SMH. Yay, too many humans in this. I want to see more of that Kong haymaker. I hope this movie isn't a lot of sizzle and no steak. Okay. What's the deal with Godzilla? Is he good or not? He looks evil here. But wasn't he good in some older movies? I'm confused. This is a stupidly terrible trailer. Like going through checkboxes for a parody blockbuster of the late 90s. The climactic one-liners that sound written by a 12-year-old. The rap song over the action beats. The rogue storyline. The little girl who loves the monster. The randomly returning characters, etc. It's almost to a point where I pity the actors trying desperately to breathe life into their cardboard cutout characters. The kind of stuff where they must be going, I went to acting school for this. Yet I really hope the movie lives up to every tiny little bit of this trailer. Holy frick. This just made me go full MIGs. In the next cell. Kong just really went. No. This is my boat. Why is there a movie about this? Godzilla has radioactive energy breath weapons and is supposed to be like 4 times the size of Kong. Do these movies just make a speep ton of money or what? Why would any director or actors debase themselves to participate in such garbage? Turns out people enjoy things that you may not. Pro tip in life. Let people enjoy things. You come off as less of a cunt. I hope this skips on the needless melodrama that plagued King of Monsters. A movie that should have been about kaiju fighting each other and not Millie Bobby Brown's character and her family drama. That beeping music makes the whole trailer bad. SmackDown. Looks like a WWE wet dream. Bet they're gonna realize they're on the same side 70 minutes into it when Godzilla yells, "Save Martha!" King Kong's mom was also named Martha. Cool. Just don't turn Big Lizard into a punching bag. The song in the trailer is used for SmackDown commercials on Sportsnet in Canada. So, yeah, if they wanted pro wrestling vibes. These movies are just current gen CGI tech demos. The story is gonna be absolute trash, but it'll look nice. We're watching for Kong and Big G, not the plot. Looks good. But damn, I wasn't expecting that vibrant cyberpunk vibe. Bright lights at night cyberpunk. I wish they stopped putting these little girls in movies about giant monsters fighting. They did it in Transformers 5. Pacific Rim 2. And now this. So, I went to the Long Live the King of Kaiju Lawyers on the 65th anniversary of Godzilla panel at SDCC 19. One of the panelists was Monty Cooper, the grandnephew of the creator of King Kong, Marion Cooper. He heavily implied that King Kong would lose. Is Kong really the same size as Godzilla? Anyways, Team Godzilla all day every day. They brought up in Skull Island that he wasn't full grown. He is now. Okay, I was confused about that. I was thinking either Kong grew or Godzilla shrunk. Nice. Hopefully theaters are open. I think they reduced Godzilla's size. He looks so much more smaller now. These movies are so f***ing bad. It's Godzilla. It looks like Godzilla. But due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla. Orange vs. Teal. King vs Godzilla sounds better. Is it me, or does Kong grow about 10x his size from the start of the trailer to the end? Looks like gonna be more lame human characters bringing down the whole flick. I was skeptical with Adam Wingard in the director's chair after Death Note and Blair Witch. But this looks awesome. He also made You're Next and The Guest, which are great movies. I loved both of those, but would never have looked at them together and thought, get this man a kaiju movie immediately. Like if the plot of this one now were Kong and Godzilla spend a weekend at a wealthy friend's house but discover their host has ulterior motives or something. That would fit perfectly. Still intrigued by this. Regardless, they love hiring horror directors for these projects because they know how to stretch a budget. Indie directors in general have been getting a lot of these jobs. That's not the reason at all. They hire indie directors because, one, they are easily controlled by the studio, so they know they won't get any creative pushback. Two, the average moviegoer obviously doesn't care who directs Kong vs Godzilla, but by attaching a flavor of the month indie director to it, they might extend their audience reach. I don't need to see another giant monster popcorn flick. Yeah, but filmmaker X who made Y is directing. So you know it's not going to be another generic blockbuster. It's all just foreplay. Kong is gonna donkey punch Godzilla. Why does Godzilla look so much smaller? He had people skydive half of him before pulling their parachute. His foot dwarfed an airport terminal. Now he can stand on an aircraft carrier? Disappointing, no? It's mechagodzilla, which is much smaller than Godzilla himself. Sometimes referred to as Little Godzilla. I thought mechagodzilla was the same size. Mechagodzilla's size will most likely be adjusted for the film, as they've done it with Godzilla himself. But mechagodzilla is 50 meters where Godzilla himself was 119.8 meters. More than double mechagodzilla. Can't believe I get to watch it for free on HBO Max. Well, at least incorporated into the price of my AT&T cell plan bill. I'm going to be super sad not to see it on the big screen though. Huge things fighting is way better on a big screen. A decent home theater always beats an outside theater experience. You can get a 1080p projector for a couple $100. But how will I fulfill my introvert need to enjoy a movie with a bunch of people I don't have to talk to? I totally get that a lot of people don't like going to movies. It's just one of those things I enjoy so much. Especially for comic or geek movies. I miss it. I have an acquaintance who believes it is her constitutional right to talk at a movie. I once had a woman sitting next to me give me the evil eye every time I laughed at a funny scene the same time everyone else laughed. I am not going to miss those situations. Plus, I can pause it for bathroom breaks. Which means I can finally uninstall the RunP app. That's fair. I am very picky about when I go to showtimes and who is allowed to go with me. It's awesome to catch a matinee opening day back when all the kids were in school. Definitely would glare a talker to death. I mean not quiet talking but you know the other stuff. Glad I left Hong Kong, otherwise I'd get smashed by Godzilla. At 0:03 there is a mechanical thing running over the people. That is what I am thinking, as the red lights don't look like fire but rather like a machine. See it in theaters. X to doubt. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Mechagodzilla is doing something to Godzilla. Or disguised as him. Either option. It's beautiful. I've looked at Kong punching Godzilla for 5 hours now. I absolutely need Godzilla to fastball special Kong. Godzilla and Kong are gonna fight. Then team up when mechagodzilla shows up and it will end on a cliffhanger so they can sell another movie. Team Kong. Godzilla can suck big hairy monkey balls. I'm sorry. Am I the only one that heavily prefers 2014 Godzilla over King of the Monsters? Like. I get that Godzilla was only in the first one for 10 to 15 minutes. But I was okay with that because I was actually interested in the characters and storyline. But with King of the Monsters, the fight scenes were cool. Sure. But the characters were so bland and annoying and the storyline was so nonsensical that I didn't enjoy it at all. And this just looks like more of the same. I've never fully understood the Godzilla story. Sometimes Godzilla is the bad guy like in this movie apparently. And sometimes he's the good guy like when saving Tokyo from other monsters. What's up with that? Kong there near the end of the clip. Yo. You ever hit a mother beeper with another mother beeper? As much as I don't want Kong to win as he won last time and Godzilla is cooler, he probably will so he can get the name King Kong. God bless everyone. Beep me consensually. How many times are they going to make this movie? Until it stops making sufficient profit. This looks epic. I loved the last Godzilla film. Looks like it will be lots of fun. Godzilla did nothing wrong.